Maybe.
I mean,
All right.
up.
Looks like everything's up. Oh, all right. There. That's fine. Stupid things. All right. Anyway.
Bang bang.
I'll let that loop back around again if I can, or just hit start. And... Anyway, hi. I'm Dustin. Also a little sweaty, but hey, what are you gonna do?
I'm Lorraine. I'm not that nearly as sweaty, if sweaty at all.
And we're gonna play some of this video game.
That's a lie.
Give that its due for a second again.
I'm going to tell you something that will not give it its due.
Go on.
Today is apparently Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, well, I didn't plan that, but alright. Well, then I guess this all just works out. Anyway, yeah, this is Skies of Arcadia. We're gonna play some of it.
Lords of Arcadia.
I need to...
Oh, you took my pillow.
Oh, you can take that back.
Yoink.
Enjoy your pillow.
It makes it easier for me to have my surface on.
What
do you need?
I need to grab a name, because I'm terrible. I can't remember them.
Composer or director?
Producer, actually.
Reiko Kodama?
That's the one. So not too long ago, I had read a cool article on Kotaku. You can still find if you go Google it. It was an interview with her, Reiko Kodama, the producer of this game, who she, I guess, had worked at Sega since the 80s. She did some of the first sprite work on games like Sonic the Hedgehog. She directed one or more of the Phantasy Star games, not online.
The original Phantasy Star series, the 7th Dragon series, Skies of Arcadia. Uses the artistic contributions to the Master Drive System, Mega Drive games, including Altered Beast, Sonic the Hedgehog. Started as a graphic designer.
But anyway, and coming across that article just whenever I had read it a couple of months back or something, made me remember how much I love this game, and that just kind of stewed in the back of my mind for a bit. And I would keep like arriving at it every once in a while. I would just like come to that thought and be like, man, I should go play Skies of Arcadia. It's been a decade, probably more. And so here we are. We're gonna play some of it, maybe all of it eventually. We'll see. But at least for this evening, we're gonna play a little of it right now. See how either of these memory cards look save file wise.
Don't you take my memory? Don't you get rid of stuff on my memory card, which is in slot 1?
Sure, I guess.
Don't you erase stuff on my memory card to make a game?
I mean, I'm not going to erase anything.
Do it.
Well, I sure hope there's room. It seems to think there is, because the game is just starting, so I guess we'll find out. If it comes to it 20 minutes into this, I might have to go, like, dig around drawers until I find, like, a different GameCube memory card with just enough memory to store a save here. But anyway, so yeah. This is Skies of Arcadia Legends. This is the GameCube port/director's cut of the original Skies of Arcadia game for the Dreamcast. I want to say it looks fractionally better. It definitely functions a little better. Once we get into it, you will see that this game has a lot of random battles, and this version, they are toned down significantly from the Dreamcast version, so, like, well, it's really saying something about that original.
He was the main artist for the original Phantasy Star.
Neat. I'm just looking at credits.
I'm at her Wikipedia page.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, I just have a great admiration for this game. I've gone back to it a couple times before this. I probably played it like 2.5 times, maybe 3 times total. I played the Dreamcast game to completion, and I definitely played this GameCube version to completion at least once. And now we're in the sky, and there are sky pirates and airships, and this guy's a jerk, and he wants to catch this lady.
So it's Castle in the Sky.
I mean, this is basically, sure, it's also Star Wars. Like, this is basically the opening to
Mark Hamill?
to
Are you in
Star
both
Wars,
of these?
the original.
Because he's in both of those movies.
I mean, this game doesn't really have
Back in
voice acting,
Whiska.
so I'm pretty sure he's not in it.
Mark Hamill!
It's got, like, the occasional sound clip. Like, people go, ha 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 ha, and like
Same.
that, but...
That's generally how I am when people talk to me. I have a soundboard of sound bites.
Must be some autopilot on that thing.
I think he's got multiple people reading the...
No, she's
little
like
skiff.
unconscious, yeah, in her little thing. Just looking at the feed now, that text looks okay. Like, it's legible. Just sort of important in a game, like I said, that doesn't really have voice dialogue. Game has animated faces.
Her last credit is 7th Dragon 3 code VFD for 3DS.
Okay.
Role-playing game. Claims to be for the DS, so I don't know why that said 3DS over there, but I guess the English fan translation was complete in 2014. That's it.
Oh, alright.
Released March 2009. Really high scores.
Neat. Oh shit, maybe I'll have to check that out soon.
Pirate Scum. He needs to go back to fake anime Europe and just shoot people with his...
That's right.
What was he, heavy? Was he a heavy? Or an assault guy or something? He cackled a lot.
I don't remember. I think he might have been a soldier, yeah.
He cackled a lot. Hey,
she was there too. Yep.
She was a scout, wasn't she? She was
Uh-huh.
one of the lighter ones. Move farther, faster. And we're robbing you. Too rude. Whoa.
Yep, this game has scene transitions. Alright, look, we're playing a video game.
Incredible. Is this smoke?
That's
smooth.
smooth,
Okay.
so that's like a special attack. Focus is like you can build MP just by thinking about it, like just as an action. You can be like, you sure use some magic.
I mean, that's
items,
me,
you can guard,
24/7.
attack. Or never mind, that's not magic. I'm sorry. MP is different from. I gotta collect my thoughts here. It's been a while. MP is different from that meter up top. Is like a collective party thing that, like, watch if I focus, I'm pretty sure it'll increase it more than it would go up normally.
His HP is 420 and hers is 360. Second, does he have, question from the chat, does he have a sunglass eye patch?
It's see-through, so yeah, right. It's not. It doesn't like.
So it's a sunglass.
I guess. It has some kind of property to it. It is in some way like pseudo-magical or something.
I mean, is it like a readout? Does he have?
I think it's something like that. I think there's like it provides information of some kind. So anyway, let me see if I remember that focus mechanic actually does the thing that I said it does.
Why didn't that hit the other guy? I would have gone there.
Yeah, so that meter up top is what you use to do like special attacks, which are separate from magic attacks, and that's like shared across the party. So you can basically, like, Spirit Bomb, Dragon Ball Z style, have people, like, charge up your special move so that another person can do their thing. But this time, I guess I'll just take him attack. Yeah, let's just kill that jerk.
And him. Rude.
Yeah, the magic comes a little later because there's this whole thing like you have to collect certain types of stones and then you can unlock the magic that is the affinity of those stones, and each of the different stones has like different types of spells that you can do. We'll get there, hopefully, but That was just the first fight. 3 experience. Look at this, see? Alright, I knew I liked this game for at least one reason. Look how reasonable the numbers are. It doesn't say like 837 experience or whatever for the first fight. How much XP we got for that? This many. 1 hands.
These hands.
That's all. But anyway, in terms of real reasons why I like this game, it's just fun.
He holds one sword right and the other sword wrong. Like, does the boy know how to use his hands? Because it's not even like a different sword, it looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
Man has a gun.
Yeah. That's his dad. Shot that dude in the face.
Oh, I remember. From the little bit I played, or you played of this game.
That's right, many moons ago.
There was like...
There you go. Those kind of clips are as much voice acting as you're going to get out of this game. Anyway, we're going to go to the bridge while Dad fights those morons. Open this chest. There you go. Got a crystal. Not really camera control in here. It just kind of does its own thing.
Missed the top corner of that room. Please.
No. What?
To get the top corner of the room.
Oh, up here?
There you go.
All right. There.
Thank
Satisfied.
You. It was such a small chunk. I would have been very upset if you'd left it.
Let's have a mini map. Not sure if I have like... Oh, okay. So you can go in first person if you just need to like glance around the room, which is weird, but...
Yes, you do.
That's, man, is that an artifact of like... This came out on a console that had 1 joystick.
Alfredo's speaking. Why is there a gap in his sleeves?
Mm-hmm.
Dead. Keisha. Miss Keisha.
But you're not wrong. This game, I think, does wear its references like right on its sleeve. In terms of like movies and even more importantly anime.
Kind of like gaps in their sleeves. Ain't nobody got full sleeves in this room, I don't think.
Well, she doesn't have sleeves at all. She's just she's like a halter top
like a giant
thing.
Glove. It's like lower sleeve. Okay, he's got sleeves. I thought he had a gap.
Yeah, he's well dressed. He's high society, classy boy. That's right. I think the pirates are stealing.
Sleeves.
Yeah.
Ryan's calling him space pirate Joffrey.
Yeah, you know, he's pretty...
Sky pirate.
Yeah, he doesn't... This game never goes quite as dark as like a Joffrey could get in Game of Thrones, but
he's... Will he behead my
he's
father?
Definitely a precious little lord boy in the same way.
Oh, little lord boy. Just little lord boy.
Alright, so there's more dudes here.
Why does he... Like, it's okay, it's also clipping through his sleeve, that front sword. Like...
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. The boy's gonna stab his thigh.
The other thing, I'm gonna just attack this round and see what happens, because I think the other thing about that meter, the meter up top, is that I think it goes up 1 for every active party member you have in a fight every round. And like later you can maybe upgrade that and build even more meter per round. I forget. But let's see what happens. And these guys are chumps.
Ryan is also very upset about the front sword.
With the clipping, or just the way that he's holding it?
The way that he's holding it.
I mean, he's gonna do this. He's gonna like,
an irresponsible boy.
Yeah, so it did go up 2.
What's wrong? The blade's on the wrong side.
That's right. He doesn't have NES moves at all. Oh, we gotta change that.
Woman. Bonk. It's not how you use a boomerang, but sure. Yeah, just flash your ass a little bit more, please.
I mean, you could use a boomerang that way.
I'm not saying you should.
Got some health. Look at that will. Got some vigor. Some quick.
Oh, heck yeah.
She got better green magic. I do like that the consumable items in this game are named after their like spell equivalents.
There's a chest over there, right?
Yes, you're right. Oh, and here we go, random battles. So
Well, hey.
if you wanted to find a thing that makes this game like the singular thing above all else that makes this game feel old, it's definitely this. Like, I feel like they just don't make games with random battles anymore. Probably for good reason. Like, if you can avoid it in the modern age, certainly probably best to not do so.
Yeah.
But, you know, at a time where resources were much more scarce from a programming perspective, you want to put as few polygons on screen at once as possible in these like big open environments. Like, I get it.
Let me tell you about another game of this age, Tales of Symphonia. That did have some almost random battles, but they were like the enemies spawned on the screen.
Sure.
And you could run into them. And then you get taken to a scene like this.
Mm-hmm. Although even then, that was at least like that was a game built for the GameCube, unlike this one that was just kind of ported up to it. So
let's talk about Tales of Symphonia. Did he do that, or did you turn him around?
No, he did it.
Okay.
He was just like, hey, I got some stuff.
Wow, look at this.
Up these stairs.
Ooh.
But yeah, the second that battle triggered, I was like, oh.
You got triggered?
Yeah, a little. I was like, oh man, random battles.
Look, turn behind you. Hitting you with billy clubs over here.
Also, all this stuff, like,
you're gonna die.
it looks okay. I think at the time it looked like really good, and now it just looks kind of like an old video game. But
it's stylized.
Yeah,
that definitely has it in his favor.
Unlike like a Chrono Trigger or whatever, where like this shit would have mattered from a gameplay perspective, I don't think it ever matters like physically where characters are on screen or anything as you do moves. I think it's just part of the presentation. If it comes up that I'm proven wrong, I will definitely take my lumps. But,
I mean, are there any like AoE magic spells?
I don't remember, because I feel like that stuff either just hits all enemies or hits like one enemy. I feel like there's no in between, like that, but we'll find out, because again, I haven't played this game in a very long time. So, oh boy, that was scary.
Nice, no.
Well, he might die because of that.
Do you lose?
I don't remember. Okay, maybe we won't find out.
Oh, he mad.
He probably doesn't have healing magic, but he might have. Is there any way to see what this does? Does it tell you? I know it's a health thing, but
eat it.
I'm just trying to. There we go. Okay.
What?
Yeah, let's do that. And then she's doing okay, so just hit him. He's weak. Yeah, suck it.
That icon. I'm gonna equate. I was gonna make some kind of parallel, but I don't remember what it was.
Between like this and another game?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm just losing everything today. My mind.
And like the counterattacks and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Like, I bet there's a stat that's tied into how frequently that happens, but that's not like a thing I'm doing. It's not like a Mario RPG thing where you would like push a button or something. It just kind of happens. So that's just like RNG dice rolling stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, we want to go all the way over to that stupid butt.
I'm very busy.
Come back, jerk. I do at least like that the combat environments do at minimum represent this physical space you were in before the scene transition, because that's not necessarily a given for a game even this old.
That's funny, dude.
Like going back to freaking what's it called? Evolution and Evolution 2, other Dreamcast era RPGs.
Right.
Like those pretty much just like transport you to a dank, unremarkable hallway. Like, granted, most of the like the areas you would explore in those games were dank, unremarkable hallways, but you know.
It crit, son. Ooh.
Yeah, let's just go for it. She's gonna need a heal eventually. Maybe right now, but... Okay, so that does that. Okay, here's my, like, menu. Yeah, do that.
Moon.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you need to, like, collect some items to teach him stuff. So you can't learn anything right now. Got the one. Alright, let's go.
You couldn't have even worn.
Okay, this does have, this area has camera control. I know, I forgot where, I didn't want to dig it around up there. We'll have presumably other times to play this game where I'll actually wear it. Okay, so that's a save point. That's very important. I don't get to... Alright, let's pick the slot. Let's see what's going on in slot A, because if there's enough room... well...
My memory card.
Let's look at the other one.
Already one on there. I think I said there was more room for one.
I guess we're doing it. Right. Yeah, we'll go slot 1. Look, that one's like presumably endgame. It's 53 hours in. At level 53, no less. Yeah, one slot, one. Let's go. Blocks.
On my memory cards from my youth. I had one memory card, and you're saving a game on it.
Dang. I mean, we're married now. I mean, we've been married for a while. We're not married now.
Just now. Just today.
You know what I'm getting at.
No, do I? I don't.
Well, which door am I going in? Try this one.
That's the outside.
Oh, alright, well. You try the other one then. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. There'll be a chest in here somewhere. I bet the other one won't let me go in it. Let's find out. Yep. I should have known better. Oh, come on. You can do it.
Yeah.
No! Alright. Fixed camera angles, huh? There.
Got him.
Just had to aim a little bit better.
Brian wants you to play it off.
All of this?
Yes.
Alright. I mean, I was going to get into it at the end of the stream, but I guess we'll just get into it now. I'm thinking that maybe this will be what we'll do on Thursdays, and then starting next week, I might begin doing... I'm going to preliminarily try to stream a little game dev stuff for like Tuesday afternoon, and then maybe add more days to it just to get on more as time progresses. But I'm gonna start next week, probably like Tuesday around 2 or 3ish, maybe.
Yeah, with the weird arm. Sorry, I'm looking up Evolution.
No, that's fine. So Tuesday 2 or 3ish, maybe I'll get on. I'll do some game dev stuff on Twitch instead of this, and then maybe this will be our Thursday thing. You know, until we finish it or until we get bored. But I'm probably not gonna get bored.
Resident Evil School of Cinematography.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you see that, speaking of RPG news, did you see that there is a classic turn-based mode that you can turn on in that Final Fantasy VII Remake, apparently?
Huh.
I don't know what it looks like. Like, I don't know if the battle cinematography looks like the old games did or what, but that's apparently a thing you can do.
Weird.
So... Nope, he's gonna execute this guy and leave him hanging.
I thought the little flap of it was his other arm, and I was like, dang, it's a limp arm. It's a mini cape. Ah!
Aww. Definitely remember the Dreamcast being my first experience with like a game that was just graphically powerful enough to like put a cartoon texture face onto a character.
Cartoon texture faces. Now his swords are blue. Why are they red sometime?
So watch, I'll show you actually if I
I
can.
don't understand.
1 second.
Brr. Uh-oh. Who missed?
Those damn wall textures look pretty good.
Looks even like it's bowed out.
Yeah.
Hello.
I gotta fight this thing.
Ah. Going to leave him here?
Goodbye, War Beast.
War Beast, no! That boy thick. He's all shoulder and maybe hoof.
I feel like that like bend the like the green triggers thing that it does do when you go into battles. I feel like that's the clock wipe of this game. Like where Star Wars has the like this game has that. Anyway, thing I was gonna show you here, if I can do it. So I can't switch right now. I don't know why it's switching in the cutscenes, but when you get other moonstones, like all their weapons and stuff are based on moonstone tech in the lore, and that's what gives you your magic too. So when you change your like equipped magic, it changes the color of their weapons. So like the blades change based on the moonstone affinity you have currently equipped, and like her boomerang's the same way.
Oh, okay.
So he's only got red right now, so that's why they're at the moment. I don't know why they're changing in the cutscenes. I guess they just are. But anyway, now I just need to decide how I want to approach this, because to win the boss fights, especially the early ones, I'm pretty sure all I want to do is just charge this up as fast as I can and use it. So, but I also think he might. Let's test first. Let's just see how much they each hit for with like natural attacks.
His name is Antonio.
29, not a lot. Oh, more than 29. Okay, so she's gonna be my battery maybe. Well, Eika is gonna be battery and healer. Okay, so now I've got 4, so I'll just have him attack again, and she can focus this round because nobody's that hurt. And then I should be able to swing for a decent chunk of damage. Oh my god, alright, well, I guess she's healing next round probably. Good lord.
And you can do it now, so who cares?
And it would be a shame not to, because then I wouldn't have... wait a minute. Oh, wait, does that take that too? Hold on, I need to test this just to make sure I know what I'm doing. So there's that. Okay, so that also takes MP and it takes from the bar.
Well, if you heal this time, you can do the cutlass thing next round.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. So let's just do that.
So it's MP outside of battle, but that bar inside of battle.
It looks that way. Let's find out. And we'll check her MP value after this, because maybe it's both here? Although it didn't indicate such. Because again, it has been a while. Okay, I can totally live with attack.
But do he protect?
Alright, so he's still got all his MP. I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. I did go down by 1, so maybe it just uses 1 charge, because that's what it did outside of battle too.
I know it did 1 charge.
It used the 1 charge, and it didn't use any of the meter, because there is no meter outside of battle. Okay, good to know. So yeah, and in fact, you know what? She can just charge again. Why not? That's fine.
It was quite a stance.
Now he's gonna do a super.
That was best.
Yup, basically. Look at that. Alright. That's like 3-ish attacks. It's probably bad.
I think he was idling.
Let's just swing and go ahead and charge. Why not?
You're gonna break your ankles.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
She had a little more health this time to start with, so it'll probably be like a hair lower than half. Yeah, that's not so bad. It's not great.
One more round.
Yeah. Just have her defend, just in case. Haven't done that yet. Try all the mechanics in this game. Like defending, everyone's favorite. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go all in with Vice. We'll see what happens. Because I can always have her use one of those items too if I really wanted to. In fact, let's just do it just to be safe. Be stingy with stuff in the early game, especially since I don't remember how wiping works. You might wipe if he dies. I don't remember, or if like everybody in the party has to bite it. Not that I'd be in great shape if he died anyway, but okay.
Wait, how do you? Okay.
Let's just go all in. Oh, come on, man. There we go. It's just enough.
Man.
Plink.
Yay.
Alright. Oh, look at that. 2 levels. She learned fire magic. I got a moonberry.
Glug glug.
Guy's still a jerk.
I'll ship off with my bigger ship. Smell you later.
I don't know what happened to his big monster. I guess we just like chucked the corpse over the side.
Probably.
She likes treasure. Sure. How much do you think she's worth?
I'm sure they know someone on the black market who can strip her for parts.
Oh. Does that sound a little... What's the song from Zelda that sounds like that? like specifically while like Sheik is talking at some point? Is that in the Forest Temple, or is that just like... Or am I just
maybe
conflating things? Alright, don't worry about it. I will say I liked this game enough at the time to, I imported the soundtrack CD for like $40 or something. It was well worth it. Bless you. Anyway. Thinking of this place as home. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's not playing anymore in the game, but... You hear it a little?
No, I mean, it's got like
tape.
harp.
Same couple notes. Yeah.
It's got harp. It's also called Sheik's theme. Wow.
Okay.
Incredible. I replaced the moon. Okay. Ah, your self-trust. Bro, words to live by. Nobody got time for trusting. Doubtful.
So in Castle in the Sky, when that mysterious girl falls out of said sky,
Could she have had any emotion on her face, like, at all?
There you go.
I guess.
She's stoked. But like she doesn't know that she's like part of this heritage of this like ancient race or whatever, right?
She knows
in that
some
movie,
of it. She says her full. Like,
oh, okay.
She knows the words. She knows her full name.
Because in this, our representative of said ancient race is like coming directly from that civilization.
I mean, it's basically what she did, except she's like a descendant of it who's never been to like Lapida or whatever.
Sure.
What the other hand?
I mean, so you can see him do stuff.
I mean, her hands are like the size of her face.
You're saying. mean, it's not that much smaller than your face. I mean, they are large hands. I mean, they're like Street Fighter big. You gotta, if you want to show people doing stuff with their hands, you gotta have big old hands.
They didn't steal from people.
They don't steal from bad people. They're like Robin Hood. There's some of the good ones. Oh, here we go. All right, we got choices. What do you want, Lorraine?
You're in control. I'm.
Let's just. Where are you from? Like, what's the deal? You got that weird headdress and stuff. Silence.
One just like this.
You steal air.
My first time breathing.
There you go. Own up to it. We steal shit.
Meme thieves.
Always calms my nerves when somebody reassures me that they're not trying to kidnap me.
Talk to Dynablade on the bridge. Ah!
But like, look at that. Like, she did that with her hands and like her mouth opened and stuff. Like, this game is just far enough past like the PlayStation to be able to do shit like that, which is neat. Like, all right. I'm pretty sure that's where we came from.
You were just in front of that door.
Just chilling here. Hey, sorry to bug you. I was just. Oh, I'm just gonna. Okay.
The door is just gone.
Oh, weird. What's in this one? Stuff. Cannon. Sweet barrel.
That's what something that fetch the ship me. Oh.
This guy.
The Raider. Raid. Camera angle changed. Also, you can tell it's an RPG of a certain age because you can just go in rooms with literally nothing in them.
Uh-huh.
Not a thing anymore.
I do think that, like, depending on, that can be still a really strong choice if you occasionally sprinkle, like, just, like, little bits of ephemera, like, at least lines of dialogue or, like, just some junky items you can find in places like that. Like, I think being able to fiddle with stuff, even if it's not super important, can be valuable. Like, it's a fine line, because you don't want to give people, like, hours and hours of just, like, going through empty rooms that have nothing in them. But on the other hand, if you go the total polar opposite of that, you end up with Final Fantasy 13, where it's just, like, hallway after hallway. Pirate Isle.
Aptly named.
What do you? Yeah, right. What do you think goes there? Oh, I can't click on that. Whatever that is.
Speed speedometer.
Speedometer.
It's bad.
Now I get to fly a ship.
Beep beep.
do like the that they wouldn't have made you do this. Kind of nice. Southeast. I guess I don't want a fraction of that, but.
Howard. Good compass.
There you go.
Those
So you can
fish.
tilt up, or yeah, so you can even collect them, and then like go sell them at shops and stuff.
Do you think those fish are to scale?
More
Are they that big?
airfish. Oh, I don't know. Good question. They're like bluefin tuna or something. They could be. Oh no!
Fight the fish!
So here's where, see, those are the different like types of magic this character knows so far. So those are the different properties I gotta equip to my weapon. Let's see which type is good against that thing. Not green. Neither really. I guess he wasn't fucking around about that thing being tough.
Yes.
Oh boy. Whatever, you butt.
Got him.
There we go. See how much damage my super does to this jerk. Well, more than nothing.
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Stop critting me, you weird thing.
I'm also not critting for that much, so it's not that big
I
of a
guess
deal.
not. Well, let's see how fire magic does, just to do it.
Moons, give me strength.
Got him.
Alright, that was pretty good. Later. There you go, he still laughs. He's still little.
Not like howling like a maniac, though.
Oh, fine.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I don't think that's where I'm going. I
Okay.
feel like you can go here at some point, and there's something there, maybe not. Let's straight east.
Assuming that's probably...
Right here? Sure looks like it. Oh. If I were to call that place a thing, I would call it Pirate Island.
Oh, the thing! Oh, it was a white thing. Looper.
I killed that in one hit last time.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Alright, well, let's just both attack the thing. What the hell? I feel like maybe those things... Okay, that's that kind of enemy.
Cool.
Now screw you too. Okay. We did it. We made it. We're at Pirate Island.
We even have the Skies of Arcadia print in our home.
It's true. I like that print. That one and that Chrono Trigger one you got me. Both very good.
That artist is great. Up right now. Oops.
Hey,
or Ryoto.
Mm.
A lot of really cool video game, movie, and other stuff art. We have quite a few of his pictures around our home. He does have a Valkyria Chronicle. Rather recent.
That's neat.
Looking for some very stylish, extremely well made video game arts. I believe all of his stuff is on his Redbubble store.
Mm. Just offer poster prints on there in addition to like all the other
Mostly
shit you can
poster
buy.
prints.
Oh,
This guy's Arcadia
hey.
one. This one's kind of new. At least newer than the other one. The other one was pretty old.
Mm-hmm. Did it? We made it to the base.
Fantastic.
Look at all that booty.
Aye, aye.
What do you think of our thieving?
Hello.
Damn right, stealing is fun.
Get multiple. Oh.
Guardian. Even a tavern. Especially a tavern. Pirate, he's got an office. Man knows how to mix business and pleasure. Talk to Peter, the deck swabber.
Insane.
Save the hell out of this game. But nothing in here. I'm just kidding. Cutscene of everybody getting fucked up.
These are really good frescoes too. Big compilations for games. Actually, that Sonic one.
This place sure is full.
Dang.
You know, booze.
Get drunk.
It must be delicious.
Delicious.
Big
Little
juice
book
from
plot
stones? It's just juice.
Mm-hmm. It's just some juice. There it
Oh,
goes.
careful. Probably on the next level up, because I'll just get straight up there.
You don't want to talk to every single person in this entire place?
Mm.
Lambus.
Look at that strut.
Strutting, he's strutting.
Show him Landis. Shop, probably. Yep.
What do you buy?
I mean, those are everything. All that's better. I can't afford much of it. Oh. You know, 11.
Got him.
35 bucks. Oops. How did I go up and then down? Okay. Got it. And it loops around. That's weird. So, like, if I hit down from here, it goes back to the tabs. Let's sell
Video
both colors.
games!
Well, thanks for the new sword, buddy. What else is going on? Cool. Looks like 411 on swords and stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything from her either, really, because I spent all my money.
Hey.
That's pretty affordable for a potion. 20
Glug,
bucks.
glug, 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 glug.
Gives MP. Thanks, lady. Oh, I think I do still want to keep going in that direction, probably. Yeah, there's over here.
Ooh.
Up this ladder. Here, the next door over. No, these are just monks.
Bedtime! Coward.
He's the captain's son. I get my own bed.
Bargain. It's a big compass, whatever that is. Like, look at how massive that is. Him big.
Come on over. did the right thing or whatever. You know, we'll remember that. Whoa, harsh.
Huh?
It is your turn to speak. What say you, lass?
Nah. Look at the texture on that cabinet. Ooh.
What are you saying? Look at all the Lequa or whatever they're called.
Thank you so much.
She couldn't even say thank you. She said thank you kindly.
Yay!
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Dude.
Alright, let's go topside. Oh, look at that. Tips. No, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Oh, there's one of them. I guess I'll go get that one.
And some tips.
Since it's like, oh, just kidding. I'm gonna get over there. Can I go out the back way from that room, or can I like walk around it? Can't walk around it.
We should clamber over that stuff. Like it's not even there.
Oh. No. There it is. Secrets.
Just rolling up into your dad's office and moving bookcases.
Mm-hmm. Exposing his secret hiding places and taking all his
Dad's
secret
porn,
emergency treasure.
no.
Cardboard box filled with Playboys.
That's it. That's what's under that tarp.
$150.
And all his porn is under that tarp.
Alright, I think we'll settle for the one chest.
Boo. The real score is still there.
And out we go. Alright, so I need to make an important... I don't know if this is important for games in general, or if it's just important to me specifically. But, for whatever reason, it has always been, super important to me what the, first town music is in a game like this. It has to at least somewhat set the tone of the game to come. I think this one does an okay job of that. Some of the other examples that I think are really strong, and I was just listening to these the other day just cause I like them, was, I'm gonna wait till this kind of gets rolling in a second. There you go. So it kind of picks up a little, like it is both tranquil with, a hint of adventure. But anyway, I think that the, and maybe, I don't know, maybe part of it's just because I really like those songs, but I think that the, I've always really liked the, Traverse Town and the Twilight Town music from Kingdom Hearts, and I think those, at least in my mind, do the exact same thing of like,
No, an
oh
ad.
god, that's not, nope,
Not an ad.
not what we're looking for.
No.
I'm gonna climb this ladder while you do up the thing that.
Oh, you coward.
That's pretty good.
Ugh.
That's Tails.
Old familiar.
But yeah, you know, same deal of just like it has to like prep you for the adventure to come. And while I think I might like the and those other examples that I just used a second ago, I think I might like the Traverse Town music a little more. I think the Twilight Town music does a better job of that, of like it is just like it is like just melancholy enough in that way that like Kingdom Hearts has sort of become over time, that like there's just that hint of like it is like somehow like a little bit cheerful with like a hint of sadness in its eyes or whatever. Like there's
You also aren't horribly emotionally scarred by how bad the opening of that game is, though.
I mean, it's bad. That's why I've never played it a second time to this day, because I do like Kingdom Hearts 2, but
I can't even really like
the 6 hours
kind of like hear
Mhm.
Twilight Town, but I think it's just buried under repressed memories of the roughness that is.
Yeah, that preamble sucks. Like, there's no getting around
bad.
that. That song is definitely better than the 6 hours it takes to make that game start. We don't need to get into the mechanical stuff right now. It's mostly as I explained it. But it's still good that this guy's here to tell you about it. Again, this is the difference between even, like... They even call them super moves in here. I guess they do on the menu, too.
Yeah, I think that's what the S stands for.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and ask about magic, just to...
Tell me about magic.
But this is, again, like, this is as late as games like, fucking Skyward Sword. This stuff would have not even... You can't even opt out of it. Like, it just, like, happens to you. And in this game, it's, like, opt-in information. Which is neat. Yeah, okay, all spells take up 1 MP. Yep. But they still cost different spirit values, which is that other meter. There you go.
Spirit meter.
6 different types. You can gain magic depending on the color you assign to your weapon. If you want to learn a specific color magic, you should change the color of your weapon. So that's kind of like the Final Fantasy IX thing, but a little different. Because it doesn't necessarily matter what the item you have equipped is, but just like which element you have on.
Oh, I didn't realize that
Alright.
the Switch Lite comes out,
It's out today, or
tonight at
Yeah, right.
midnight.
and that Genesis thing's out also tomorrow, tonight, whatever.
Right tomorrow. Open tomorrow.
But yeah, I've spent a lot of time listening to this soundtrack, just having it on.
It's a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But the song isn't even, this song in particular isn't even necessarily my favorite, but it does get the job done. Of just like
what's your go-to?
in the whole soundtrack.
Yes,
I mean, that title screen music is the one that sticks with me the most. Like,
it's real good. I would say the same about Ys 8.
Okay.
Lacrimosa Donna. That title screen music is really good. The theme is reprised elsewhere, but I love the title screen music of that game so much. I would sit on it occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
He gets off ladders weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him out on it.
Say that I knew there was a chest up here. I mean, like you had said before in the other stream, I got that title screen music into our wedding,
You did.
so I had to mean some amount.
And then I also got a Tales of Symphonia song into our wedding, as well as a Pokemon one. So
Where did you say the Pokemon song is from?
that is it is a fan remix. Like it's a fan
The
cover
one we had.
of,
Okay.
the Oceanic Museum from Ruby and Sapphire, which is
Okay.
an updated version of a tune from Red and Blue, which was played on the SSM.
Mm-hmm. But like, look at this. Like I said, this stuff is like, it's so hard
Look
to.
at this. climbing
No,
down a ladder for 80 years.
But it's so hard to get right, because, like, on the one hand, it takes forever to do that. But on the other hand, there at least was a thing at the top of it. And it does give you, like, it makes this area feel bigger. Like, and you never have to go up there a second time. This isn't like, you know, it's not like, again, not to dump on Skyward Sword all at once, but it's not like the fucking horrible monster in the pit that you have to fight 18 times. Like, you go up there once, and you're like, oh, it's like a crow's nest, and it makes the whole area feel larger.
I would
and there was
hardly equate those two.
And there was a
things.
reward for going up there. But I mean, they're not even really equivalent. But
They're not.
I'm saying that the game doesn't ask you to repeat doing that, even though it takes like kind of a little bit of time to do the first time. But still, the other thing about that game is that it came out, what, 10 years after this?
You're equating
Mostly, I just wish Skyward Sword were better. That's a game.
boss
Shh.
to going to a remote area to pick up a chest.
When we started talking about Kingdom Hearts 2, rather, Skyward Sword
3
is
seconds ago.
Skyward Sword is that game for me. I wish that it were better so I could go back and play it, because there's parts of that game that I really like, but
I would in no way equate my feelings towards Kingdom Hearts 2 to Skyward Sword.
like in terms of which one do you prefer? Like, which one are you more
Kingdom
likely
Hearts
to?
2.
Okay,
I have
that's
replayed
fine.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
That's fair. Fair enough.
Just because the first like chunk of the game, not even it's just a preamble even. It's hardly even the game.
Yeah.
None of it matters.
I mean, you're right. Okay, I'll give you that. You're right that Kingdom Hearts 2, like, they both waste a lot of time up front, but Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't waste nearly as much time on the back end, and Skyward Sword does it again, like, multiple times.
Before Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts was my favorite. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game.
Uh-huh.
And Birth by Sleep is that, but I just think done better.
Mm-hmm.
But still kind of, it is different, because it's like, it doesn't even have a name.
Hey man, at least he's got a whole family. He's got a mom and a dad.
Dark. I'm gonna guess not for long, but
No, so that's the thing about this game is that
no one dies.
Those two
town
don't
doesn't
die
get
at
raided?
least. Well, their town gets raided.
Does what's her face's
But,
parents die? Someone's parents have to die, Dustin. It's an RPG.
Aka's parents might already be dead,
Okay,
or they're just
that's
kind of
fair.
out of the picture. So there you
we
go.
go.
Somebody's
Check that
parents are
Dead
missing.
parents.
You're right.
Mark it off the board. What was I saying?
But yeah. But, like, while the stakes in this game do ultimately rise to, like, you kind of have to save the world or whatever by the end, it doesn't really ever do grimdark, which is one of the things I like about it. Like, it is pretty much just, like, generally cheerful and, like, fun-loving for the duration for the most part.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts kind of is, but it just gets weird. I would say it's more weird than, like, grimdark.
But this game is, like, breezier than that. Like, Kingdom Hearts dips in, like, the Kingdom Hearts franchise dips into, like, soap opera territory at some point in the way that this game doesn't. Just because this game is more simple than that.
Fair.
Like, it's
Kingdom Hearts
older,
is
doesn't have quite as much
dumb.
going on.
Kingdom Hearts is just dumb. Let's be real. But it's also fantastic.
I'd still watch you play more of that game. Oh look, I'm about to be proven wrong. I have to go back to the top of the lookout. But look at the sunset now. Look at the beautiful orange skyline. I really did just fly too close to the sun, didn't I?
Yup. What? You never have to come.
The wings of Icarus. Anyway, but whatever. Like I like this game a lot. It's
We still climb stairs weird. Ladders, whatever.
yeah, and like I said, generally the tone is the thing that I like about it.
How is that elevated? First of all, does land masses just float?
I mean, the sub island is just floating, so why wouldn't that one be?
Does it just float? Oh, did you know all the teens go to the lookout point?
Oh, there's that piece of music again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See? You can teach me song?
Don't worry, you'll find out.
Beyond this guy? Do you go Are they talking about like a thing in the middle of the world, or is it like underneath them? You go to the surface in this game. Does the surface exist?
No, there's no surface. There's like, I don't know if I want to get too. All right, I'll spoil a tiny bit. There's like space in this game. Like you go further up eventually, but there's no like landmass. Like
you don't go
there's
down.
No, there's not like a hidden civilization of like land dwellers below the cloud cover. It doesn't do that Skyward Sword thing. Like it is not that. Every civilization in this game is either floating in the sky where they are now, or potentially higher than that.
Okay. So she comes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's from like the space, like the.
I was gonna guess.
She's from the moon,
but...
basically.
Because she's got a weird like space whale with her, doesn't she? Like a mini space whale. He's like a small.
Yeah.
A weird shaped friend.
Mm-hmm. The other thing about this game that I didn't really know at the time because I didn't know anything necessarily about any of the background for the people who worked on it, but this game doesn't really do like a terrible love triangle thing that like maybe that's just like a totality of all the creative minds. Maybe it was because there was a little more female influence on it. I'm not sure, but that is definitely for its benefit because that is a tired ass trope.
Is it them or is it?
It's kind of neither. Like
there's just no romance.
Yeah, there's no
That's
like
fine.
there's no explicit like I feel like there's like a soft like Vice Fina thing, but it's not it's definitely not like most of these games where there's like the male protagonist falls in love with one of the female like main characters. That's not really the thing. Cuz they're like Vice and Ake are like besties. Like there's not even like they're just best buds. They clearly like rolled around in the dirt together when they were 3 or whatever.
Bang! Oh, I think we got up to like slightly past this part when you had me playing, or I don't remember if I was playing or if you were playing.
Yeah, we got to the first like dungeon or whatever.
I remember that place.
Yeah.
Very consistent. They're just called stones.
But yeah, like a Star Wars planet. I don't know how many suns their planet has, but they have like 6 moons or whatever. It's one for each color of the magic. I really like this too. It's just a good driving like let's go on an adventure song.
Why does she have like a moai head around her neck?
I have no idea. It's just a fun thing to wear.
Oh.
Come on down.
Come on.
See, we're already like an hour in or whatever, and they're basically like, oh yeah, she's from space. So I guess that's really not much of a spoiler at all. But
I mean, my first inclination, civilization floating in the sky, she's coming from the surface. So I already knew she wasn't from like around here.
yeah,
That's a bed. Like a puppy. Okay, her gloved hand is much bigger than the other one.
I mean, it's a big glove.
Why is it so big?
That's her boomerang and glove.
This is my throwing arm.
Right. Boomerangs are like hawks. Like, if you gotta really let them nest on your hand or whatever. Right, exactly.
She has a real talent.
You don't want it to, like,
boomerang.
cut into your palm.
I can appreciate this view right here. This is very, like 16-bit RPG.
But
like,
made 3D.
Cutaway interior of a building with the exterior on the outside. 9 does some stuff like this with its pre-rendered backgrounds.
Sure.
and I'm all about. I think Tails doesn't really do that.
Although if this were an actual 16-bit game, the game would have started in this bedroom.
Yes,
like,
and
somebody would have come to wake me up.
But also the whole outside would be black.
Sure.
You wouldn't see the exterior. Climb that ladder like the doofus you are.
It's just sticking it in here. Oh man, Mom gave me 2 healing items. You're the best, Mom.
He's got like the biggest buttons you've ever seen.
Now one of them is like a belt buckle.
Those
got like a lot. She's got 3 big buttons and a big belt buckle.
I know what a belt buckle is, first of all, but also her buttons are enormous.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, anarchy. Hell yeah. Yep.
Down lower. I'm so used to it being low.
There you go, now I can learn purple magic. Get my ice on. There you go, he's explaining the thing.
Like he's not even talking to you. This is very
staring off in the middle
like
distance.
PC adventure game-esque portrait where it's like, or like dating sim. Like this is his portrait. And like it just shows up. Oh, thanks. Enough. No, okay.
But she'll, like, if I go over here, she will, like, because the camera is stationary. Yeah, she faces wherever Vice is.
I'm assuming this is in response to Dine. Oh, geez, James Dean over here, rebel without an airship.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pals. Just girl things. And yes, Vice is. We've included him. Join the gal pals. You have to climb into the thing again.
I think we do. Should we go there or should we wait? Like, should we hold off?
Fairly clean breaking point.
Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna go do our first dungeon or whatever next time. Got dishes and stuff to go do anyway, so.
Mini dish.
Yeah, I'll save the game here, and again, just kind of reiterate that, like, yeah, I think we'll probably play this until we beat it. And I'll make sure that we get more game dev stuff. Like I said, so next Tuesday I'll start doing that in the afternoon, and then we'll go from there.
Without me, by the way.
Yeah, because I don't want to, because, you know, Lorraine's still got a more static work schedule than I do, so she's got other things going on that she can't skip out on.
Places
so
to heck and be.
We'll make it all work, but yeah, I really like this game. It is just, it's very cheerful. I think it is. We had that other conversation when we were hanging out with Doug the other day about just like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Square Games in general, whatever. I do think that this game, in being generally just more like upbeat and less
gritty.
Yeah, less gritty. I think it dodges some of the ways that Final Fantasy VII feels old now with its.
You want to talk about upbeat versus gritty? I've got you a modern day example right here. Tales of Hysteria is a very upbeat game. It gets serious at some points, but for the most part, you're just on a fun adventure with your friends that most people can't see. Then you get Tales of Berseria, which is like a prequel, sort of, but it's too gritty for its own freaking good. I played like an hour or two of it and hated it. Whereas I played the entirety of this and also bought the DLC because I enjoyed it so much.
But this game also does have, like, Berseria or whatever. The game does have, like, human sacrifice or whatever, right? In, like, the first hour or something. And then it also just, like, loves its titties or whatever. Like, because it's got that going on.
This game opens with you raiding a temple with your best friends. And you go home. And then you leave because I think people attack.
Yeah.
But people also attack in this one at the beginning. And then you end up in prison.
Say this one more time. There we go.
Hysteria.
But yeah, the point I'm getting at here is that, like,
Hysteria's a good.
And again, maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I don't think I will, because I remember most of the big beats of this game. It's like I don't think this game ever goes from like Eris dying to snowboarding, like like it doesn't do that, which is kind of important for like the longevity of like when you look back at stuff like that, those are the kind of things that stick out as like, oh man, they really just were all over the place with this shit, weren't they?
But also I feel like that was a lot of Final Fantasy. Like if you really look at the Final Fantasy series, it's like tone and consistency is about as staple to that game as airships.
Sure.
Hot take.
But I don't know. I think for me, maybe that's part of why I always gravitated to like all my favorite, like all my favorite RPGs are not Final Fantasy games. All of them. This game, it's Mario RPG. It's
Let me
Chrono
tell you
Trigger.
about 9 though.
I do like 9 a lot.
9,
like that's a good game.
Like, that's like of the final. Like 6 was also good. I enjoyed 6 for what it was. It was a slightly dated game, but it was like you play that game for the ending like hour. The ending hour of 6 is, let me tell you, great stuff. But also let me tell you about Tales of Symphonia. How much I love that. That game is fantastic. And
but
beautiful.
anyway,
and also very dumb, but fantastic.
Something about coffee.
Actually, it's iced coffee.
Oh.
But I lied. Hot coffee.
Anyway, yeah, we'll play more of this, I believe. So tune in next Thursday. We'll probably play a little more of this. Next Tuesday, afternoonish. People around, I'll put a little bit of game dev stuff on the internet, and then we'll go from there in sort of that fashion, and we'll see how this shit shakes out. But I'm looking forward to play more of this. Like I said, it just has been back in my mind that I was thinking about playing this game again.
I mean, you've been thinking about playing this game for like years, though.
Yeah, because I haven't played it since we've been together. Like we played it, but I haven't played it to completion. Yeah, I haven't played all of it since we've known each other. So this will be a good excuse to do so, and I just really like it, and I'm glad to see it all again. So, yeah, I think that'll do it for the night.
If you want to do the full schedule, though, Tuesday,
2-3-ish afternoon.
like Tuesday-ish.
Tuesdays in general
Tuesdays
in the afternoon.
in generals.
Some game dev stuff.
2:30 afternoonish Eastern Standard.
Uh-huh.
Is game dev.
And then Thursday
Wednesdays
nights. Oh, yep, thank you.
At 7:30. Art stream.
And that's on Picarto.
Yeah.
Not on Twitch.
You
could put it on Twitch too.
If I put it on Twitch, it would probably be on my Twitch, not this one though.
Yeah.
If
you look at
I don't know.
Look at Facebook, look at Twitter.
I don't post it on.
Oh,
That's weird.
So I think that is the upscaler does that.
Oh,
yeah.
Weird.
The upscaler will but anyway.
Anyway. Yeah, I need a more unified everything. Maybe when I eventually, if I ever do it, actually get a website for all my garbage, we'll have
Do you know what the URL is for the Picarto thing?
It's picarto.tv/lowertshoe.
Okay, so that's Wednesday nights. Wednesdays at 7:30
Eastern as well, and then
back here on
Thursdays
Thursdays
so
for currently
your
Skies of
midweek
Arcadia. So.
is filled with us if you so desire to choose that. You could see us almost every day of the work week.
And with that,
Almost.
I think we'll call
all
it.
those days too. What am I doing with my life?
You're just a busy little beaver.
I'm just a bee. Buzz.
And with that, I think we'll call it an evening. So thank you for hanging out. I hope you'll enjoy more Skies in the future. I know I will.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time, Internet.
Bye.